Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So this isn't even really a question. This is General Hospital Curtis Ashford, the quitter. You've seen him quit before when it comes to his relationships. He had no problems quitting on Jordan. He had no problems quitting on Portia. And now, because, he can't sit there and use his legs, he want to quit on Portia and Trini. you know. So, it begs the question, was Zeke really right about Curtis Ashford? That's literally what this dude's superpower is. Quitting. Literally quitting. Now, as always, we're going to sit there and talk about all the shows, B&B, YNR, and Days, and of course, General Hospital. I'm going to sit there and take a second to make sure that the audio is working, because sometimes I just do not know. Um, see my boys hard at work, aka Kyrie's just put out another video. See my boys hard at work doing that. So, you know what? There we go. Yeah, I want to make sure the comments is actually up, and it seems like they are. Oh, StreamYard, you take forever. Monique is in the chat. Apparently, Abra's in the chat, which is me. How you doing tonight, Monique? How you doing, Black Mom? Thank you for joining. Hope all y'all have had a very good day. So I'm working tomorrow. And normally, I don't work. I don't work tomorrow, but because I'm taking 3 days off, I got work tomorrow. So we'll sit there and see how long we're gonna be doing this live stream. Because I may have to cut it a little bit early, but we'll see how it goes. Kyrie says Sonny is coming for Bob the Builder Mason now. Yeah. My boy Kyrie, and it's funny. I went on my page. Well, I went on YouTube, and of course I saw Kyrie's short, so I'm gonna check that out definitely before I go to bed. And yeah, Blackmon, I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna have to make this video soon about this whole Albert Ara, whatever his name is, Ara. Laura B is in the chat. I gotta try to pronounce this guy's last name. But yeah, I only read a little bit about what he did, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is bad. Monique says, I'm doing good. Matt, I couldn't make the last few lives. Well, you were definitely missed, Monique. You were definitely missed. Valerie's in the chat was good. Valerie. And Jeanette is in the chat was good. And Janetta. Denise is in the chat was good. Denise. Always good to see you. And Lashanta is in the chat. Was good, Lashanta. How are you doing? And no, I get it. I get it, Monique. Like I was just saying, like I got work early in the morning, so I may only be on here for like maybe an hour or so. We're gonna see where the night takes us. Valerie says Curtis needs to roll away. Ooh, roll away. Jay Blue is in the chat. Was good, Jay Blue. Letitia's in the chat. Was good, Letitia. Let's everyone say what's up to Letitia. It's always good to sit there and see you. No, it was funny. It was funny, Valerie. Carrie says, "Yeah, I told you life would be much better if Little Bill bit the." That was funny. That was funny. I used your name, and I used a Little Bill comment in my video, but I did give you credit for it though. I want people sitting there think I came up with that, because that was your name that you used for him. Damn, I actually poured. I might have actually poured a little bit too much. That was what, yeah. Lashanta says Nate's too cocky. No, 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 no. He is not too cocky. Let me tell you something. I was actually proud that he stood up for himself. He handled himself well with Victor. He took no crap from Billy or Nick, and I was with it. J. Blue said that Cody comes straight from. Yep, he did. Lashanta sounds surprised, and he didn't ask about Laura. Okay, good. Kyrie, I got to give you credit. I got to give you your credit, my friend. Darby's in the chat. Was good, Darby? And he said Curtis acting was frigid. I didn't like how he treated Portia. Yeah, he was doing this hardcore pity party for himself. And yeah, I know people are gonna sit there and say, well, Curtis, he's just going through stuff. He's emotional right now, and here comes all the excuses coming. Lord says, I don't know what Cody was thinking. Monique says, is Curtis' pride, if he has any, is making him frustrated about his condition? It could be temporary, I guess, when you're used to taking care of yourself and when you can't do for yourself. I get that. I do. I do. I do. It was annoying, but here's the thing. I understand that psychologically, right? But like I said, dude was just pissing me off. Maybe that's just more on an emotional level that he just pissed me off. Um, it's just like, hmm. You explained it well, Monique. You still pissed me off, but you explained it well. Letitia said Nate should have gotten punched in the face twice, once for Nick and once us for Billy. Okay, wow. I don't know. Like I said, I was impressed with Nate. He was not taking any crap. Darby says I just saw a Brock TV review and I had to give him a thumbs up for cracking up on jokes 5 minutes. Well, that is Brock TV. Uh, LaShanta says, I'm glad Portia got Curtis rant. He told the truth. Sonny was horrible to Carly. Yeah, it just, I get that, and I get the fact that he doesn't want to be a burden and stuff like that. But it's like it just comes across as just this very quitting, defeatist attitude, and I'm not with it. LaShanta said Jack, Diane, and Billy will fall hard. I mean, it's not exactly a great plan. I give you that much. Monique says, "Why do I get the feeling Nate is going to propose?" Yes, I'm so glad. That you said the same thing. Make himself a Newman, because Victor said no one but a Newman will sit in that chair. Ooh, foreshadowing. Okay, all right. I like that. That's actually, I like that. I like that. That's good. I like that. LaShanta says Sally's full of it. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, granted, I never liked Sally since she was on B&B, but I just don't understand how she's just going to sit there and trust Victor. She's going to trust Victor. Why would you trust Victor for? I mean, I know that she wants to advance her career, but I'm like, you're pretty much trusting the devil at this point, you know? Denise says, I love that Sonny is now going to go full throttle help Ava, things will heat up. Yeah, I just didn't like this episode because all it really was this filler, and like I get that they got to get the new people involved that's watching the show, but it was so annoying. Darby says Billy needs to step up and betray everyone for the sakes of the family company. So you're siding. So okay. So Darby, you're siding with Ashley and Tucker. Carrie says if Diane goes too dark by the end of the story, I hope she does some physical harm to Ashley. Ashley has been poking the bear since day one. She shouldn't. walk away on stage. She really is. She's really annoying, and I agree with you. You know me. You know me, Kyrie. You know me. I love me some Ashley, but she be getting on my damn nerves, though. Rashanta said Chance needs to stay in his lane. Sharon came to Adam. Monique says both Adam and Nick tried to warn her about Victor and his motives, but she refused to listen. Let her find out the hard way. Yep. Yes. Yes. 100% agree with that. Let her ass find out the hard way. Yeah. The Havlers in the chat was good to have, Lynn. And Pop is in the chat. Was good, and Pop. Big Samuel's in the chat. Let's everyone stop to Samuel. Samuel says, well, Sally can use this opportunity as an advantage, but she doesn't need to see it as long term. Okay. Yeah, it's a good alternative. Okay. Jay Blue says, am I the only one who rolls their eyes when Fan and Elizabeth fumbled at each other? Darby says, no, outside with anyone but Jack, Diane, Ashley, and Tucker. Those four have to go. Okay, all right. I just want to. All right, that's interesting. Lashanta says Sally heard Adam at the door. She plays games. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I find those scenes so uncomfortable. I really do. Um, Sally and Adam, all their scenes I just find moving forward had been so uncomfortable. Carrie says, I'm still over Sally. I'm not giving Sally the time of day at this point, at this moment. Yeah. Mm, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of saying the same thing when I was sitting there watching it. I was just like, especially when she was sitting there talking about, oh, I'm starting to forgive you, and I'm starting to realize that you're in a lot of pain too. And it was like, oh, you're just now starting to realize that. Oh, that's nice. You're just now starting to realize that. That's cute. Victoria. Victoria said, hey, everyone. I'm an Ava fan, but I enjoyed the slap. I enjoyed the slap around the world. It really shaped things up. Okay. All right. Victoria's in the chat. Lashanta says Victor FaceTime Jill about Sally's jobs. Ridiculous. Monique says I can't wait till Hope finds out about Deacon's involvement. Yeah, and how we kept her hidden and they were getting crazy. Yeah, you're about to knock Boost in that episode. Timmy says the problem with Sally is that the writers aren't writing her the Sally from B&B. They are writing her like she's Sharon, and she's just not needed if they don't give her a goal to achieve. Hmm. And that's interesting. Well, I don't really know much about Sharon, so I guess I have to take your word for it. Lashanta says same on to Gladys. Last days in the chat was good last day. Now Kyrie says I'm gonna enjoy when Ava beats nannies Betty's blank. That heifer still thinks she has a job in 24 hours. I want her to walk her tacky self back to Kyrie is not letting that go. You know how I feel about that situation. Devlin says, I feel really sorry for Portia. Curtis should have talked to his wife like, oh, shouldn't have talked to his wife like that. Let my husband talk to me like that. Yeah, no, it was definitely a dick thing to do. Rashanta says, I never seen Steffi this show. Yo, this chick was outside and saying, chill up, chill up. I'm just looking, I was like, can you stop doing that? Kyrie says, never gonna let it go. Okay, never, 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 never. Eagle Fang, what's up, Albert? Curtis really is a character you can't redeem. Any sorrow I felt for him after his crippled status went out the window when he abandoned his. Yes, I said the same thing. We are on the same page. Eagle Fang, we are on the same effing page. You know what I said? Ava has been smacking people up for years. All right, just saying. All those slaps eventually built up some sort of karma. Darby says, I want Adams to tell Phyllis I tried to be kind and offer you a job, but you had to be a B, so when you end up looking stupid, don't come crying to me. Yeah, I was. Huh. Samuel says Sally should have been the Jill for the Newman family. Also, Weiner has to stop making Victor the all-knowing and all-seeing on the show. Sally really should have been Audra. When he says if Ava was the Ava we all knew, that new nanny would have been 6 feet under. How they writing Ava is stupid and she never fear anything or anyone. Now all of a sudden she is backing down. Well, they do have her mother though. See, that's the thing though. Well, yeah, Lashanta, yeah, she is definitely delusional, but they do have her mother. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand why people think they're thinking that Ava's weak when those people have Dahlia. Um, Last day says I'm good. Albert GH was good today. When I saw Dex with the lights off and candles, I thought he was having a seance. Ariana, yes, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing today? I actually had off today, so you know me. I was doing good. But how was your day? And Janetta says, why is Dex telling Jocelyn all about his mom? I said the same. Well, to be fair, with that particular part, she was gonna find out anyway. But yes, moving forward, yeah, I do feel that he should be a lot more closed mouth about it. Instead of just like, yeah, I'm not really. I agree with that to that. Like he does need to kind of shut his mouth a little bit. Higginbotham says, Ray couple turns on the person they love and Josh and Dex playing Sunny Mob talking. What? Denise says, I gotta run, Albert. I just popped in to say a quick hi and or you're in chat. I hope you all have a great remainder of the week. You too, Denise. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you. And it's never Perry says, well, she's gonna make at least one more appearance. I bet you won't get away with that second time. All right. Ariana says, an easy day. Okay, good. Listen, easy days are always a good day. Thank you, Black Knight. Hit the like button. We are at 28 people, and only heaven knows what we are with the likes. So if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does actually help. Oh, okay, 13. That's something, I guess. Duan is in the chat. What's good, Duan? Yes, thank you, Blackmon. Yes, hit that like button. Darby says Ava hasn't grown up her mother in years. She couldn't give an F about her mother. Hmm. But she does though. That's the thing. She does. Ida's in the chat. What's good, Ida? Sharjena. Oh my God, it's been a minute since I've seen you. Samuel says the problem is Ava would have been far ahead of them being able to get her mother. They are writing Ava like, okay. Trigenta. Trigena. It's been so long since I've seen you. Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Lord B. It's been a hot minute since I've seen her. Oh my God, it's so good to see you again. How have you been? Where have you been? Krista says Ava would have fought back, but Sonny walked in. Ava's worried about her. Yeah, exactly, Krista. I've been saying that for like a hot minute. Alicia is in the chat. What's good, Alicia? Alicia, how have you been? Trigena said, yeah, it's been a while, but I do keep up with the comments. I try to. No, I do see you in the comment section, Trigena. I do. So it's so good to see you again. And the amazing, gorgeous Queen Janet is in the chat. Sheila and Deacon. That's right. You know they were gonna knock boots. Let's everyone say what's up to Alicia and Janet, Queen Janet. Nobody said anyone other than Ron Prince. uh That's right. Why the hell did not go? There we go. There's Alicia. So good to see you again. Tracy. What's good, Tracy? Thank you for joining. And Georgina said, hey everyone, just enjoying life. I'm expecting my new baby. Okay, congratulations. Exactly. Let's everyone say congratulate. Let's everyone congratulate Georgina. That is awesome. Jenna says, oh, okay. Darby says, I had a weird feeling somebody's car was going to explode after Ava. That would have been crazy. Come on now, you know I gotta sit there and give you your flowers. You are a very gorgeous goddess, so you know, gotta do it. Alicia said Sonny was laughing when Ava told him he killed Nick because very, very true, very true. Yes, congratulations. That is amazing. You know, it sucks. Actually, you know the thing, I was gonna do a review on B&B, but you did a news interruption, so I couldn't see it, and I wound up doing one on I wound up doing one on Days. By the way, did anyone see Days today? I felt like Days was the better episode between Days and GH. I really do. I feel like Days of Our Lives is the better episode. Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say desperate, but yeah, that's being nice, Tom. That's being nice. Monique says amazing how when Liam says he remembered the first time he saw her. I think it's about hope, but nope, it's all about stepping. Yep, it's all about stepping. Georgina says, so Sasha is away. I feel they have tried to throw and redemption story for whoever the current blank is. They knew Curtis was working. They knew Curtis was working my nerves. Corby says, I know, isn't that annoying? Like I don't care about. Yeah, and it was like, I just want to sit there and find out what was going. You know, I went to do the review on it, so I wound up doing it on what you call it on Days of a Lot. Samuel says, I find Deacon and Sheila fun to watch. I actually like to watch Sheila and Deacon because it's a break from the continuous saga of Steffi, Hope, Liam, Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor. Yeah, I like watching them as well. Darby says, I don't like how Sonny casually called on the phone telling someone to take care of something like it's that easy. Yeah, he was like, oh, just take care of this Mason character, whoever this guy is. Yep, Krista, Sasha's going to be on tomorrow. And LaShanta says, why he needs to have a seat. Victoria says, have not like, I have not been liking Curtis, but he has been giving some great. Oh no, no, he's been killing it. I yeah, I'm not gonna call him all sorts of names, but he actually been giving him some good stuff. Daphne said, when is Crazy Nina and Sunny gonna break up? Right before the wedding. I mean, right before they say I do property. Curry says, yes, I watched Days, even though I fast forward a lot of it. Those two women are crazy about alleged bum Eric until I get confirmation how broke he is. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I like that. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Duane says it's Sonny trying to find Nicholas. I gotta go back to that thing again. Sammy says, I don't understand the hate for Curtis, how he's doing what most men would do. No, 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 no. Sorry, Sammy, you're my guy and everything like that, but do not sit there and put us all in the same boat. As okay, that's an insult. Krista says, I think Sophie. Already back from maternity leave, I believe her scenes last week. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not going to sit there and put us all in the same gender because we all have a joystick. We're not. No, 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 no. That's what we're not going to do. Lashanta says, Tom telling Hope you will protect her from Sheila Deacon sleeping with the enemy. Is that you damn right. You're not putting us all in the same boat. Listen, we may all have joysticks, but we are not. That I was like, we will not be putting us on the same damn boat. Darby says Sonny ain't taking care of Mason just like that. Sonny is the mob. Sonny in the mob life should be the past, and Mason should be the future if the show has any common sense. Davin says, I heard that Gladys is out of GH. Who said that? No, no, she's definitely not out. She is definitely not out. Sammy says, but most of the men on GH are hypocrites. Okay, hold on. Let me read. Okay, I feel like okay. Well, I feel like a lot of people on GH are hypocrites to some extent, but I just want to make sure I read that sentence right because I was like, whoa. If we talk about that, then okay, that's fine. Joanne says, I still wonder how Laura will feel once she discovers what Ava did in it. But she's going to be pissed. As she should be. Carrie says, Bob the Builder is not taking over Sonny. Bob the Builder is not taking over Sonny's mob. Georgina says, man, Gladys is the real monster. Absolutely. And Pop says, Albert, do you really think that Sonny has the manpower to clean up everybody's mess? He needs to hire an army of people. No, he doesn't, and Pop. And that's what I said. I was like, Sonny is overconfident. Okay, he is way too confident. Um, and oh, I'm just gonna sit there and take care of it. It was like, no, no, you're not. Like, what are you talking about? No, but yeah, and Pop, he's way too overconfident in that situation. W says it's a rumor that Gladys is leaving and Jason might be coming back later this year. Hmm, that's interesting. Now, Lashanta says, "Where's Bill at? Where is Bill at? Yeah, we didn't see a test of trial. That's right. The goddess has arrived. The gorgeous goddess has arrived. Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. Jess. Jay Blue says people are calling Mason Bob the Builder. When did that start? Oh, Kyrie's. Kyrie's. That's where it started. Kyrie started that. Listen, I'm not. I'm listen. Also, he started name Little Bill that I've been using. Lashanta says Sunny act in normal sense, Nixon forms. Joanne says I heard Sunny might kill Gladys, so that'd be something. Samuel says I think Curtis becoming paralyzed is a play on him not being able to lead when things get tough. He can't leave his own body. Now he has to stick through it and accept the love he gets. Hmm. I actually like that. Wow. Jay Blue, I miss having you in the chat. Seriously. Oh, I missed a line in your chat. Yeah. Yeah, that was Kyrie's. And yeah, that's always like that's a really good point. Last day says Sonny acting like he has Jason instead. He has Dex, a guy who thinks Josh is a good person. Hmm. What the hell? Krista says Stephen A. Smith was dragged for being on GH. His guests put him on task for not being front and center. That nobody watches or likes GH told him to stop being too busy on GH to be a proper dress interview. What? Oh, hell no. Jay Blue says, I want to see Curtis take care of Gladys personally. You want to see Curtis take care of Gladys personally? Bobby says, it's one thing to say that Sonny is the king of beasts. Remember, the other predators below him are working twice as hard to take Sonny down. That's very true. LaShanta says, Willow getting better. I miss Michael calling Sonny dad. Yeah. But Michael calls Sonny dad when Sonny can do something for Michael. Oh, here we go. Now the party started. Ronnie Ron's in the chat. In the chat, Sloan still is really disgusting. How can she lie to everyone? She has no shame. Well, I don't want to say the word disgusting, but Ron, what'd you throw to your girl Sheila today? What'd you throw to your girl Sheila today? Krista says the two GA spoilers about Gladys and Jason were just a blogger speculation. It's just rumors. Yeah, nah, I figured that much. I say Curtis was right that Portia is with him out of pity. You know what? No, I don't think so. Sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes when stuff happens to someone, um, it does kind of snap them and make them realize. It does kind of make them realize that life is short. She did realize that the dude can go at any point in time. So I wouldn't sit there and say it's pity, but people should just have thought the same thing. Okay. Yeah, just they were. It's funny too because all in my notes, all I did was write down Michael and Willow, and then I didn't have anything to talk about. Like literally, I had nothing to talk about with them. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, they're there, and then that's pretty much about it. Like they did nothing. They added nothing to this episode. Darby says, "Oh hell no, SAS has 5 minutes to wardrobe." Eagle Fan says, "When will ABC realize that Will and Michael are the two worst bland and boring couples ever put on the soap scene in decades? Break them up already. I'm so ready for Sunny to find out about Mike and Dex." Sammy says Stephen A. Smith being on GH is so lame. He can't act. He looks out of place. I can't stunt. I hate stunt casting on soap operas. It's so pathetic. Damn. Why is this? Devlin says so Durst said that glasses out. Eagle Fang says as much as I dislike screaming A. Smith, I'd rather Brick be Sonny's right hand man, not Dex. Last they said, maybe you're right, Albert. For me, I just couldn't be with someone who I thought was only with me out of pity. I get that. I do. Um, and that's the reason why he's so angry and pissy and everything. But still, you don't talk to someone like that too. That's another problem I had. I didn't like the way he was meant to talking. I'm not a huge fan of Porsche like I used to be, but damn. Duane says Mike and Willow are like Liz and Finn. I feel like they're worse than Liz and Finn, to be honest. That's the sad thing is I really do feel like they're worse than Liz and Finn. Monique said, yeah, so the brief with mine. Carly told Nina, I'm taking everything that was mine. Do you think she's talking about Sunny or probably not? Nope. I don't think they're doing it unless Maurice wants it that way. Just that Curtis was doing a lot today, but Portia should have read the room and given him his space. Sure, fair point. Autumn said, hey Albert, if Curtis spoke to me like that, I would check the F out of Curtis and then I would give him that divorce you've been asking for because he was out of pocket. Yeah, I get that. I and what's good, Autumn? Thank you for joining tonight. Curry says, Albert, what do you think of Nicholas treating 8-year-old Avery. Ava did her job. It's a mother's job of a father's to protect their. Yeah, no, I was not. I was not a fan. No, I wasn't a fan of Nicholas threatening Ava to take over. To take away Ava. Okay, and I understand that she didn't do it. She didn't mean to kill her. So I get that also. Just saying, Curtis sucks at emotional scenes. Really? Wow. Maybe I'm either more nicer or something, but I don't know. Dougie says Melinda was right. Alex using his glasses to make him look smart. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, dog. When I found that those glasses were actually like prescription, I was like, bro, you just look like an idiot. You look like To be fair, dog, yeah, he did look like an idiot. But Melinda did get the better. He did get the better deal um, between those two. Like Shin, that chick was annoying as F, B. Lashanta says Nate's gonna ask Victor. Yep, that's Monique said the same thing too. Monique says the same thing. Cause like he said it. Only a Newman would ever sit in that chair. Only a Newman. Last day says I do agree with you that Curtis could have been said better. Maybe he should have asked her instead of yelled at her. Yeah. Just said she was like, "You told me you loved me," and he said I was heavily in. Yo. Victoria says, I like his emotional scenes, I just don't like his character. Yeah, I feel the same. Just say his little sad, pouty face was laughable. Ooh, damn. Eagle Fang says, if they can act, they would not be on daytime accepted. Small few over the year, the icon legends. If they can act, Curry says, so Nate is probably going to change his name to Nate Newman, like a little scheming gold digging itch. Yeah, no love for Nate. No love for Nate. I feel like there's only, how many people actually do like Nate? Because I feel like it's me and DC are the only people that like Nate, even though I do find him to be kind of a scumbag for what he did to his family. But um, Pop says Albert Curtis is going to be a handful to take care of. A caretaker's worst nightmare. He is going to blame everyone for health issues, always mad, pushing everyone away that is trying to help. Yeah, no, and exactly, and you're exactly right, Pop, and that's only day one. Jakara's, how are you doing, Jakara's? It's funny. When I was doing my day's review, I was sitting there thinking about you. How have you been? Last day says Mike on Willow today was boring. I don't get what's the point. Okay, you're better and with your husband and kids. It was funny that Wally wants to stay up late and then fall asleep first. Yeah, it was just. I agree. Curry says DC turned you into Nate. That man, that man's an evil genius. Man, I wish DC would come in the chat right now. Miss Gee, what's good, Miss Gee? It's actually really good to see you again. How have you been? Darby says Victor once told Neil that only a Newman will ever run his business, and Victor actually loved Neil like a prized friend, and was happy when Neil started his own family company. Jakara says I've been painting a lot. I won't be able to do reviews tonight. Review tonight. You do what you can. You do it when you can. Ooh, last day says Nate is horrible. Listen, I'm not just saying like I have this super huge love for him. I don't what it is, I don't hate him as much as other people do. I think that's what it is. I don't hate him as much as other people do. Oh, gears. Um, yeah, I don't hate him as much as other people do. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is a scumbag for what he did to Elena, and he is a scumbag for what he. It was a scum behavior for what he did to his family. But I don't. Yeah, I actually thought you those two examples are just reasons enough. Just as I think Mason is a goner. I don't know. I feel like Sonny is he's overestimating himself. He's overestimating himself. If he thinks he could just snap his fingers and just have Mason done, I think he's overestimating himself. Really, really, really do for just a couple of different reasons. Um, Miss Key says, "I see Miss Ava has to spill all the beans." Yep, and we had to sit there for 40 minutes while she told her story from beginning to end. Like no one else was sitting there watching it all that time. So yeah, that was pretty annoying. I don't know. For me, besides Curtis and who the hell else? I think there was only two scenes that was actually good. There's only two scenes that was actually good. I don't know. I know that Jeech is actually going to start to pick up a little bit, but like I didn't care about the Dex and Josh scenes. I didn't care about the Michael and Willow scenes. I don't even remember what scenes I actually did care about. I know it was two scenes. I know one of them was Curtis. I can't remember what the other one was. Carrie says, I hope at the end of the story Ava saves the day. Well, that's how newer viewers can learn of what happened. Yeah, no, I get that. I do. It's just so. Ugh. It's just, it is for people who've been watching it. It's so of a daunting task to sit there and rewatch stuff you're already seen. Last day says, Albert, even before that, Nate was never my favorite character on YNR. What he did to his family was, yeah, that I was right. That I was right about Nate. Just as Jex was kinky today. Last day says, yeah, last day. Uh, Tracy says, Albert, are you be as nice as you are to the characters with real people you give them? Tracy says, LOL, are you as nice as you are to the characters with real people? No, I'm much more nicer with real people. Um, I'm much more nicer with real people to an extent. Monique says, let's let Victoria and Jack find out themselves about the person they're involved with. Both refuse to listen. I say stop warning them and let Nate and Diane. When the truth hits them and the face, can't wait. Jay Blue says, however, you forgot about Dante, Cody, and Sam as well as Fizz and Brooklyn and Chase. As far as what? I forgot them as far as what? I mean, like what? I mean, they weren't in the episode today, but I'm just not that thing. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that was another group of people I didn't really like. That was another group of people I didn't really like. Was the Dante and Sam scene? But yes, no, she did look good today. I will. Yes, that is very true. That is very true, Janet. She was looking good. Okay, you come home from a long day of work, and you see somebody that look like that. it really does make your day actually a lot better. Like it really does. It's like whatever problems you are having, it will make it a lot better. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of stand and I was like, there wasn't even a point to that. That was the problem. There wasn't even a point to that. Oh, I just came up here to give you a dry clean. Are you maid service? Audrey, are you maid service? Like why did you need to come up there and give him anything for? Like that literally made no sense. Oh, Jay Blue said you said you didn't remember who else was you didn't like. Oh, okay. No, I meant like in the episode today. Toby says Nate was right. Nick is spoiled. I was just here's the thing. I was just happy that he stood up for himself. I was happy that he stood up for himself because it's like his first day, and you got Nick coming in and be like, "Oh, I see you getting too comfortable in that chair." I'm like, bro, like go somewhere. And don't get me wrong, I like Nick, but I'm like, you can kind of leave. Like you got a company to run. Why don't you go and do that? You don't need to be all up in my damn face. Like LaShanta says Brooke wanted Holt to work things out with Liam. They signed it. Yo, Brooke is so annoying. Brooke has a huge comprehension problem. She doesn't listen to Hope. Okay? Hope is unhappy. You need to fight for your marriage. She's unhappy. Like I don't understand why none of that never gets to her. Like why is it not getting through to her? I don't get that. Why the Blanchard says when I showed my mom Cody worrying about Sasha, Cody has to be the first person to get stabbed and care about the person who stabbed him. Said Cody and Sasha might be together. Well, they're definitely going to put them together. There's no might. Blanchard said, "What did Sheila overhear Hope telling her parents?" I don't think she heard anything. I think it's just a simple fact that they were letting us know that Sheila was there. Spiderquake is on the chat. What's good, Spiderquake? Monique says, I agree with Brock TV. Nick is better at small business, like wrestler style underground being ruthless and cutthroat is not in Nick's wheelhouse. Jay Blue says that's why it was confusing to me that Cody showed up after Dante. Thank Sam for staying up late for him. Do this late. It's really funny, Jay Blue. So this dude is literally passed out on the couch. And Sam is like, hey, listen, we can still knock boots. We'll just do it in the other room. Like, really? That dude could probably be bleeding out. And y'all just need to think about knocking boots? Like, really? I don't understand that. No love for Betty Spiderquake. You got no love for Betty? Ariana says listening, putting together notes for tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're still in the chat. Even if you're just listening in. Curry says me and Willow will be great couple. She wouldn't be boring any longer. Yeah, I don't know. This episode was not really too good today. It really wasn't. I think I said that. I don't know why. Okay. Like Craig said, I was going to add another name to that comment, but I didn't want to upset you. No, I appreciate that, Spotty Quick. I do. At the end of the day, Spotty Quick, we're just here to have fun. So, okay. And what's good, Makai? Thank you for joining. Barry said yes. Sam was on fire. I mean, don't get me wrong. She looked good. I'm not she did look good, but I'm just like, yo, you just want to sit there and just knock boots in the other room, like, J Blue says General Hospital was high. Valerie says Betty has made me more impressed in one scene than Christina and Molly. Oh, okay, let's highlight that. Victoria says Betty has made has made more of an impression in one scene than new Christina and Molly. I don't know about that. Listen, I would not want to wake up and watch my friend be getting it on with his girlfriend. I wouldn't want that. Carrie says, trust me, me and Willow, we're doing laundry. It won't be anything to do, but hey, hot and heavy. Just that would be cool if Sam cheated with Cody. I don't know, something to make her interested. Monique says Thomas got the girl without manipulation. He was waiting patiently for hope. Once again, Brooke will find a way to play. Yo, Deacon was doing the same thing though too. Monique Deacon was doing the exact same thing too. And I'm like, Deacon, you're my guy, but you need to bring that down a little bit. And yeah, of course she's gonna do that because she's Brooke. Brooke is an idiot. Brooke is an absolute idiot. Yes, like I didn't really care for much of them today. But to be fair, I also didn't really care much for Dante and Sam. So they were pretty much just in the same boat at that point. Last they say Sam and Dante had blank with Cody below. Sounds like fun if you're weird. You know what? You know what? Okay, I can. Okay, all right. You know what? Listen, if he's cool with that, then I guess everyone wins that night. I guess everyone wins that night. Just say yeah, but they're hot. Spider Quig. Curry says Deacon shut the hell up. Go f on his extra great grandma's not. Go suck on his extra great grandma's toes. Ryan says Dave's was great as always. Melania and Shen. Lee Shen, yeah, no, I did like that scene. I did, and yeah, Dave's was definitely the better soap to. Nobody says let it out. Let's say it out loud. Mr. and Willow Clark, and don't forget Nina will be your mother-in-law, and after that, I will eventually become your father-in-law. Oh, that sounds like a weird. That sounds like one. I feel like that would be like a soap parody. I will be Kyrie's father-in-law. Oh, I will have to be. I will have to be with Nina though. How would Kyrie actually feel about that? How would Kyrie feel about me being his father-in-law? Yeah, that's actually a really good question. I want Kyrie to answer that. Maybe Spider Quake, but then again, how would Kyrie feel about it? Well, it's not an obsession. Last day, she just bounced a couple high. Yeah, it's not an obsession. Victoria says, I guess Liz was only faithful to Franco. Lashanta says Taylor will cut up on Reg. She was right when she said Hope is a trigger for Tom. She says she don't trust Hope or Brooke. Reg downplaying. Monique says, Lee, of course, adding on to my comment. Few seconds. Liam, of course, adding on to my comment. As Carrie said, Ron says, everyone can see rinse and repeat is going whenever viewers like it or not, but they are putting Liam and Stephanie together. You can see rinse and repeat is going whether viewers. Oh, so you're saying they're going to put those two together rather than like it a lot. Yes, I did swipe like I did. I like the end. I did. I felt like the show could have been better. I guess we'll see. Carrie says, well, I always knew you love you some Nina. Make sure you don't sign a prenup. LOL pop. Okay, so you cool with it. Okay, good. So I make sure you cool with that. But I will be your father-in-law. Jillian's in the chat. Jocelyn was once again on my nerves today, saying to Dex, she hasn't seen him in 32 hours. Yeah, she actually counted the damn minutes. Like, who does that? Like, seriously, who does that? What do you mean, why does anyone like a character on the show? But how are you doing tonight, Jillian? It's really good to see you. Last they said probably the wrong word to use. It was just what I came up with. I don't see how anyone could like Josh and Dex. They're just born together. Yep, no Daisy or Carlson. It's funny. Actually, it is funny too because I was waiting to the end credits to sit there and see if it was going to show something, but nope. Firefly says, even though I know I'm wrong, maybe in the Marvels we'll get this. So you're actually going to see it then? Are you actually going to? Okay, I'm assuming you're going to see it though, right? Spike right then? You're going to see the Marvels? Jillian says the relationship between Dex and Liam is disturbing and weird. I think there's only a very few amount of people that actually do like those two together. I'm one, one of them. Okay, good. Spider quick. All right. Damn, when does that movie come out? Darby says any Deacon doesn't have any respect anyway. He'll never go against Brooke. So if Brooke is against Dope, then he is too. I hope when they find out about he and Sheila, if Deacon changes his opinion about Tom. Ron says Duffy will use the Sheila getting out as an excuse to leave Dr. Finn, and it's a good thing. So Ron, what you're basically saying is that you want Liam and Steffi to be together, right? Is that what you're saying? I don't. Like says, but it's OP. She's more powerful than Captain. Damn, you might be right. She does actually have all. Uh, I hope I'm not actually spoiling for anyone else. Um, Jalen says Sheila called Deacon Daddy when she walked in the. Yeah, that's always been kind of a weird. That's always been kind of a weird thing for me when people call like even like in those type of situations when they sit there and say, "Oh, Daddy, come and get me," or "I love you, Daddy." It's so weird, and yet I'm okay with people calling me Poppy sometimes. So I don't know how that works. Ron says, Albert, I'm a fan of Deacon and Sheila too. Hopefully to get. Yeah, I was thinking about you when that scene happened. Monique says, I see Liam attempts in trying to protect himself and the woman he claims to love, and it's not good. He got manhandled by his own father. What? Flyclick says, I'm not mad at her OP because the whole character of Flash is OP, and I never heard people complain about that. They better not complain about. Hmm. I mean, I don't really care as far as like who's OP or who's not OP. I just, if I like a character, I like the character. LaShanta says, Albert, did you see her? Oh, yes, I did. They listen, Lashanta. They pretty much made us see it. Even if you did, they pretty much made us see it. That's just how it was. Just that all they do is have blank as everyone's favorite line. Live, yeah, I agree with that, Jess. And it's honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point, it's just kind of old, really. Letitia said, really don't want to see Liam and Stephanie and Liam together. Tired of him flip flopping, and I missed. Ron says, yes, I like Liam and Stephanie together. Finn is boring, and he's not an actor anyway. Oh, okay, we're using fighting words tonight. Okay, Ron. Kurt says, I know if Brooke can complain. I don't know if Brooke can compete with the nine-toed demon. Play Quick says, it's annoying to me when people say this character can be everyone and make a character seem OP as hell. It ruins the character for me when people make them seem OP. So let me get this straight quite quick. So it's more about the opinions of what other people are thinking about these characters, not so much about the character himself. Is that right? Like you're more annoyed when people say that the Flash can beat everyone, right? So it's more about the opinions of what other people are thinking. Jillian says Steffi is really on the edge. Is really on the edge. Evelyn annoys. Yeah, she started walking out the house like a damn crazy person. Sheila. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. A damn nut job. Like I said, yeah, that's how Flash got wrong for me. That's the problem. Unfortunately, that's kind of yeah. The thing is, Spike, you gotta not sit there and take what other people say into account. You know, like you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things. Like you're upset with other people's opinions, which is like stop listening to their opinions. I stopped doing that a long time ago, Spider Quick. Trust me. I stopped reading comment sections and things because people have just been stupid. So stop letting other people's opinions get to you. That's what it really comes down to. Monique says it would be amazing if Thomas saw Deacon and asked how is Sheila these days. Heard you two getting to know each other. I would wonder what Hope would think since he's a changed man. So he says yes. Jillian says Sheila yelling. Oh, step yelling Sheila. Yeah, I sat there was like, yeah, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell? Just why do you keep looking over there? I don't know. I don't even know what actually made me look over there the first time. To be honest, I really don't. Latasha said, do you remember Dave, the police Brooke was engaged to before she met? No, I don't. But maybe some other people may. Been watching it longer than me. Like Craig says, that's what that was like 3 years ago, and I'm just saying since then I never liked the Flash again. He got he got Nina kidnapped. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I got Nina kidnapped. Um, yeah. That's a long time to sit there and not like that's a long time not to like any character or anything like that. Just says somebody must be there. Jay Blue says I'm still trying to understand why people don't like Joss and Dex. Is it because they knock Bruce too often? What make Cam and Joss a better couple? That was funny. I wasn't actually even oh, we got somebody new. Chicken. Jesus Christ. Big Nate was good, Nate. Chicken. Cakes. Joey. Shippy said you're what? What? I don't understand. Joe Shippy said you're done. What? Jonas says Wyatt was bringing up some great points to Liam today. Yeah, he just wasn't listening. Well, Spikequake says Cam and Josh actually had stories. Darby says I saw the Secret Invasion finale today, and I like the conversation between Barry and Greg. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Darby. I actually, for the first time, I actually did like Garvin. Like he was more. He had a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Like he was more than just this one dimensional character. I actually liked that. So yeah, I actually did like that stuff. It was funny too. It was like wow, I was like he's actually interesting today. Darby says I saw it in okay. Yeah, no, Darby actually did like his just in general, Garvik as a character today. Well, in the last episode. Curry says to fast forward Josh and Dex. From Brock's review, I gathered that Josh was saying Dante was harassing Dex when he was just doing his job. Jocelyn's an entitled, immature, selfish brat. Jonathan, what's good, Jonathan? Yeah, I was like, I had no idea who Chicken Cakes is. That was weird. What's good, Jonathan? Guy, and Garvik or Gravik, Garvik. There's some weird names though. Yes, he is a zombie at this point. He literally is a zombie at this point. He has this weird hold over him. And I don't like it's yeah, that exactly, Tyrese. Exactly. Julian says every time Finn hugs Sheila, it's like he's in a trance. Exactly. Exactly. Johnson says honestly don't what I honestly don't which show was good today. Well, I actually did miss B&B. Days of Our Lives was good. I enjoyed that. And yes, LaShanta, Abe is actually safe today. Nate says, how have you been enjoying Chase this week? I feel like the stories have improved so far when it comes to movement. It's been good for the most part. Today's episode wasn't really that great, to be honest. Yesterday, what was yesterday? It's been, besides today's episode, I think it's been mostly good. So, Darby says I'm going to start watching Walking Dead, Dead City tomorrow. I always thought about getting into that show. I always thought about getting into that show. There was another show. Jonathan, yeah, I'm calling you Jonathan. What was the other zombie show that was on the Sci-Fi Channel? And the one guy, even though he was a zombie, he was like the first zombie that wasn't like truly a zombie, or he didn't turn all the way into a zombie. I can't remember what the name of that show was called though. Spike says, how do you rank Guy as and being powerful for me? Guy is top three. Yeah, that's like you all. Yeah, you do got Wanda. One is also pretty powerful. Also you got Miss Marvel. Thank you, Jonathan. Z Nation. Johnson says, I guess Lee and Melinda are hitting it off. Yeah, seems like that. Yeah, I thought about watching Z Nation when it first started, even though it was made by this really awful company called the Asylum Films or something. Curse of Days of Velocity are right. You be very generous when it comes to them. I've learned that. DC's in the chat. DC says, I just realized I've been in the chat since you started an hour ago and haven't said anything anyway. And DC is in the chat. I felt like I had something to say. Well, I think I think either Kyrie or some. Oh, was it Kyrie that said something about Nate today? Can't remember. Jalen said Stephanie was so convinced Sheila was coming straight to the house, but no, she just wanted. Very true. And also, Jillian, where is the security at? This is like what I'm Cynthia saying. Where is the security at? She was Cynthia talking about there's some sort of security. Now, DC says, and for the record, Nate didn't do anything to Elena. She brung that all on herself for what? Yes, Jonathan. Yes, it's known for mockbusters. See, Jonathan, this is why I rock with you. Yes. Oh, Asylum Films. Thank you. Now, DC says she brung that all on herself for getting in between cousins. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. So Kyrie said basically Smith is saying that you turned me into liking um Nate on the Young and the Restless. You turned me into liking Nate on the Young and the Restless. That's what it was. Quick quick says guy might have one of his powers. Just don't say it. Well, it's right quick. If she does, then yeah, then she may actually shoot up there at that point. That's actually a really good assessment. Monique says so by Liam telling Steffi about Ben and Sheila hugging it, it's like he wanted brownie points with Steffi. Jillian says none of the rich people have security on souls. People just walk in any time. Yeah, she was talking about, oh, we need security. We got to double up on the security. And I'm just like, if you have security, then why are you so worried about her coming to the house then? Perry says Nate is a slime ball, but you convince Albert that Nate is great. Not at all. Albert like Nate on his own. That's funny. Spiker says Gaia has any powers. I think she could destroy one. If she had. Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. You might be right. You might be right. I don't know. That's a damn good question. Because I feel like Captain Marvel and Wanda are on the same level. They're literally on the same level. Like the fight can literally go either way. Very quick says, especially once Gaia master her power, she would destroy her. Maybe, maybe. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Darby. Spike Quick says she got Thanos, Hulk, Captain Marvel. Oh, she got Thanos also? Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you know what? You know what, Darby, you said it, so I didn't think about that, but DC says Nate just tried too hard. Now Lee Shen, he could hold me hostage any day of the week with that smile. Wearing the last day mask. Yeah, I was just gonna sit there and say Spike Quick. I knew some people probably didn't actually watch the last episode. See, that's the hard part about talking about some of the other stuff. It's like when other people don't see it, then it becomes spoilers. But yeah, I wouldn't sit there and say that Nate didn't do anything to Elena because he did cheat on her. And as much as I don't like, um, as much as the bad stuff, well, as much as I don't like Elena and the way that she's responding to some extent, um, it isn't cool to sit there and cheat on you. You know, that's the thing. I know someone said, but yeah. Let me see if I'm listening in the comments. But yeah, I just yeah, I and yeah, back to Joanne. Yeah, I don't understand that. She is Mr. Inconvenience is in the chat. What's good? How you doing, Nathaniel? Have a good night. Have a good night, Jay Blue. Yep, Jonathan. Jonathan. I heard they're actually going to do another Sharknado. I heard they're going to do another Sharknado movie, Jonathan. Which I'm not going to lie. I kind of do like those movies, even though they're really bad. But did you ever actually see those movies, though, Jonathan? Like the Sharknado movies? Nathaniel said in Carrie's Wild, that was a hilarious video. I knew you would just love my girl Betty. I knew you would just love my girl Betty. Oh yeah, he definitely loved Betty. Carrie says, Mr. Gray, Sonny is coming after Bob the Builder soon. Better tell him to get ready. Sonny's not big ball. Oh, Johnson said you seen the Sharknado movie? Okay. Yeah, I actually watched. What was it, 4 or 5? I think I actually watched all of them. Of course, the last one was actually pretty bad, and I don't mean like all of them was bad. I mean like that one particularly were bad, but I don't know. What was the name of that other movie called? The Sinister Squad or something? Jared Rose, hey Albert and everyone on Jace. That is so on G. On Curtis, same portion that I'm not. Yeah, I was like, wow. Monique says, has Dimitri always been in the closet or does he have an agenda with you? It seems like he's always been in the closet, though, to be honest. And it's literally because the thing that says me and Maurice have been laughing about that. Me and him are currently at odds with each other now. Just said, LOL, I don't think Mason will be around for much longer. Right? Just this the thing said before you got to the chat. Lashanta says, have anyone seen the reading for Monique? Oh, Nathaniel said Asylum Pictures never stopped making those movies. Yeah. Have a good night, DC. Thank you for joining us. Nathaniel says, to be honest, I'm amazed I have been around this long, haha. But if I go, I'll at least get to grow my effing hair back. Yes. Have a good night, DC. Perry says, I'm coming for Betty. LOL. I hope the actress and writers see that video and get this right before I have to audition. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I would definitely love to sit there and Spike Quick says you can't grow your hair. I guess for the show, probably not, yeah, not for the show, no. Nathaniel says just know this: when the boss shows up, you will see how this goes and who does, and so on. DC says I think Nathaniel should stay bald. It looks better, but good night. Spikewood says, will the boss show up in August? Kyrie says, good night, evil genius, but nice looking genius DC. Nathaniel says, nah, I look better with my hair. Monique says, sorry, can't stay long, need some sleep, and up since 6 in the morning. Wow, that is long. Yeah. Have a great night, Monique. Thank you for joining us. It was really good to see you. Damn, you're strong. You're strong. DC says, Nathaniel, I'm telling boldness is where it's at. It gives you an edge, but all right, I won't push it. You got to do what's your comfort with, what you're comfortable with. But good night, everyone. Lashanta says I'm over the Paul Tucker storyline. It's been over a year. Harry says, then do what a lot of women do and get a wig. And W says, I hope it's around for a few. I hope it's around for a couple of years as Sonny has someone to oppose to keep Sonny sharp. Okay, I like that idea. Johnson says, look forward to when the boss shows up. I have an idea of who it is, but only Nathaniel truly knows it. Now, Nathaniel says, Jonathan, who do you think the boss is? Nathaniel says, I'm comfortable both ways. Most people don't want me to grow it back. My boss says, with the hair, I just a pretty boy actor. Without it, I stand out and unique. We'll see. Yeah, Jonathan, who do you, well, no, I'll let you speak because I already know what you're going to say. Spikewick says, and the thing you're able to tell us if the boss is still a woman or did GH flip flop make it a man? Jillian says the penniless relationship feels so forced. Bob TV agrees with me. And Jess says you do stand out. You do stand without it. You do stand out without it. Joanne says the boys on GH will probably be Dahlia. Johnson says, well, I know you can't confirm or deny, but I'm betting it's fake Roscoe. Now Jess says Dahlia will be whack. Clark says I don't think it's fake. Still, Miss Key says, the ball makes you the mold makes for a more mysterious look. Roll the hair back and they create another character. 20. Have a good night, Lashanta. Thank you for joining. It was really great to see you in the chat. Bobby says, okay. Jalen says, what villain would you like to see be brought back to GH? Well, if it was me, I would sit there and say Alcazar. Well, I would sit there and say, yeah, I would sit there and say Alcazar. I wanted to be Alcazar. I could take Jerry Jacks, but in this case, I won't talk about training for a week. talk about Trina. Just, Curry says, I can't wait for the day's episode that Paulina slash Whitney. Yeah, a lot of people are really looking forward towards that, though. Dan says it will be a good fight. My boss versus Sonny's. My boss versus Sonny. Hmm. Darby says, Nathaniel, please tell Mason when you see him. Thank you for sending Betty to help check Ava's bags under her eyes. Smack. Damn. Damn. Oh, that's smack. Yes, he did, Spider-Quake. Yes, he did. Thank you for sending Betty to help check Ava's bags under her eyes. That's why I read it again. Just said hopefully we find out the boss soon. Is that exactly, Laura B? Exactly. Jimmy says it's going to be a good episode when Gladys finally makes her exit. Nathaniel says you will see the boss August or September, I believe. Right around the corner. Harry says, I'm getting ready first. It will be hilarious if the actress ends up seeing that video one day. In a lot of ways, I kind of hope she does. Seriously, Carrie, I really hope she does. I really hope she does. And to sit there and see what she thought of it. Because that would be Darby says Caris is always gonna get someone sometime. No, that would be hilarious. If she actually saw that video. I may actually watch that video again tonight before I go to sleep. But the point is, we're gonna get we're gonna get to that point soon where we do see who the boss is. My bad. Now whether people actually like the boss is completely different, but we are going to see. Hold on. Nathaniel says I can show Betty the video if you want me to. Carrie says, yes, show Betty the video. She is my friend. I shall. That'd be hella cool. That'd be awesome. Cause I'm very curious to sit there and see. I'm very curious to sit there and see what she was sit there and say. You know me, I like Betty. I'm a Betty fan. So Carrie says tell her to comment in my section. I can't wait for this one. Comment in my section, I'm assuming. Corby says I'm fresh. I'm curious if Betty is related to Mason. Jonas says no, some people like them together, but Chad and Abigail just annoyed me. Generally, how long have you been watching Days of Our Lives for? The thing says, you sure she is a sweet girl? The thing says Betty and Mason have history but not related. Lyclick says I think the boss is someone in Ava's family are commies. Yeah, Kari says in my comment section, I can't wait for her to see that video. History, you say? Julian says in this, oh, Stephanie and Chad annoyed me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm not like super into them either. But to be fair, I'm not super into Stephanie either. So, Spikework says, did Mason sleep with Betty or are they dating? Spikework says, we must find out in upcoming episodes. Nathaniel said, we known each other a long time. Nathaniel says, yes, Albert likes Betty more than. I'm sorry, my guy and everything like that, but Betty just, she's Betty. It's just how it is. That's right, quite quick. I do. I'm a huge fan of Betty. Darby says I'm not saying anything bad about Ava. Keeping her. I'm just keeping her relevant. Yeah, I don't know about that, Spider Bag. Nathaniel says I have had the same scene for a year over and over. She gets a great scene intro. I was like, well, damn. She came in with that fire. Okay, even before the smash, she came in with that fire. She laid down a law. She practically ran her house. Okay, and I loved every single minute of it. As right by the quick as it should be. Barbie says Betty actress is good to get so much hate for her first day. Very true. Duane says who's worse, Heather Weber or G. Sheila or Carter? Heather Weber. I feel like it's Heather Weber for me. Julian says Alex keep being annoying. How much he brags. He barges into the apartment. Yeah, it's at a point where it's not even funny anymore. It's just annoying. Curry says, and that put a tiny strain on my bond with Albert. Him being a fan of Betty, I'm just playing. Johnson says the only interesting thing that they could do with Stephanie is bring her ex-boyfriend to Salem, which could be Dario Hernandez. Yeah, hopefully they do something. Debbie says, are you starting a fan fiction about Mason and Betty? The fan said, I think even if she was a bad actress, slapping Ava won't make anyone happy. Well, that's very true. That's very true. I actually do. Well, I thought she did good. I thought she did good. So, yeah, see, Nathaniel is 100% correct about that. Actually, I do like Ava. That's the thing, Spike. I actually do like Ava. Here's the thing. I've always liked Ava since day one. Because when I first saw Ava, Ava was not afraid to step up to Carly. She wasn't. So she already had my attention then. Now, Jillian says, Brock TV says Ava has lost her gangster side. I don't, well, to some extent, maybe, because she does have a daughter. She does have a little girl now. But with the whole smacking thing, it's like people keep forgetting that um, Dahlia's life is in danger. So it's like, why would she sit there and really go off on her? Well, like, it wouldn't do her any good. How am I doing it? Yeah, I saw a lot of people in the chat saying that Nathan said Kyrus is over there, hoping Albert burns himself with them. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, that's my guy and everything like that, but I wouldn't put it past him now. That's funny. I mean, that is his Ava though. That is Ava. I'm not gonna lie. That was one hell of a what you call it of a video. Spiker says, "What actor or actress do you like the most?" Darby says it was like seeing Mike Tyson slipping on some ice in the winter. Curry says, "LOL, like I said, when I arrived to Port Charles, I'm coming after Betty, Mason, Austin, and the mystery boss. If she comes out of hiding, they won't dare mess with my Ava again." My dude is coming in that town with a mission. I like it. You know, I've always liked Ava. Okay, listen, I put it this way: if Betty smacked Carly, I would react the same way. I would react the same way, and you know me, I like Carly, but I would react the same way if Carly was put in that situation. I would react the exact same way. Um, Gemini's in the chat. Was good, Gemini? Nathaniel says, honestly, I think the strongest acting I've seen would be Spencer, Sonny, and Ava. Honestly, they surprised me, but I do love everyone. I'm just picky with what stands out to me. Okay? Jalen says, Albert, I highly recommend that you should watch Strange Things if you're looking for more shows to watch. I want to. My dad actually watches that show, so it's like I kind of want to. Well, Albert don't like Spencer. Yeah, I don't. I do not. He's a privileged prick with small dick energy, and I will stand by that 10 toes down. Nathaniel said, Curtis, come after me. You will end up in the alley with my buddy. You will end up in the alley with my buddy Gordon. Hope you heard him. Curtis says, not if Mason, you end up over or on a neat hook. Jimmy says Jack is burning down his entire family and family company for Diane. Jack, really, that old cat is that good. Becky D's in the chat. What's good, Becky D? Let's everyone say something to Becky D. Darby says, Spike Break, I'm 54 and this one pissing off the young. Man, I must have missed something in the chat. Nope. Where is it? No. There we go. Nathaniel says, I love Kyrie's. I would hide in Austin's office. You can't get in without clearance. You need a pass. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that, Becky. You know, I'm always smiling whenever I sit there and say you. Gemini says, now Mr. Gray, don't come for Kyrie's. That alley is long enough for two bodies. Ain't long enough for two bodies. Harry says, "No return the first fires very quick." That gives me another idea for about the builders. Oh my god, I love whenever he calls him Bob the Builder. Juno said I was skeptical about Stranger Things, but when I gave it a chance and watched it, I was blown away. A bunch of great characters. No, I definitely do want to get a chance. When I get a chance, I definitely want to watch it. Though. There's a couple of movies I want to sit there and put on that list to watch as well. So I gotta work my way through some of the Netflix shows that I want to watch. Well, movies anyway. Jarbo says Sophie on B&B was good because Liam told Steffi about Sheila. Yeah, but we all know why he's doing that though, Jarbo's. Nathaniel says, okay, I gotta ask Harry's, what the hell is the Bob the Builder? What the hell is the Bob the Builder? Like Craig says, Albert Darby about that drama, and I think Darby likes trying to get Carrie's mad, but I could be wrong. I must have missed that. I must have missed that part. That's why I went back. That's why I went back to Darby's comment. I didn't see anything. We're not gonna, it's why quick. We're not gonna sit there and talk about exactly. Well, that's exactly what Smith is saying. Darby, we're all friends here, Spider Quake, so it's not drama. Gemini says good from the thing sending up to Nick and Billy. Yes, I'm. It's funny because I didn't even do a review on that, but yes. The things, and I thought it would be more clever. Miss Gay said Bob the Builder was a British cartoon. I didn't know that. Gemini says after today, I believe that the good doctor is only one treating Nicholas and Mason where to find the body. Have a good night, Jarbros. Thank you for joining. I still can't get over that little Bill thing. Julian says when Gladys gets found out, what do you think she would end up going to prison or would she end up getting killed somehow? I think maybe prison, Julian. I think maybe prison. I can't see um, them killing off a character like that. Listen, as bad as she is, and she is pretty bad, right? We kind of need people like that to some extent. We do kind of need some real bad villains and stuff like that. Um, so I can't see them killing all Gladys. I can't do it. I can't see that doing it. Like they killed off Brando, right? Brando was a much better cat. Well, Brando was much more likable character. Becky says they're going to tame to just off their best friends right now. That's what I said. I can't see them doing that. Now Kerry says, well, we still got Cyrus. I don't buy his name. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. Dewan says Gladys. Dewan said Gladys and Cyrus. Nathaniel says, I believe it will be an interesting showdown. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Because I feel like Mason is a guy who's not going to back down. Even for Sonny, you know? Even for Sonny, he's not going to sit down and back down. That's why I sat there and I looked at Sonny's character and he was like, "Oh, I'll just take care of Mason. Find this guy or kill him. I don't really care." I'm like, Mason is not like one of your other dudes that you know, you just get rid of like that. Jimmy said someone finally checked Nick on self-righteous, blank, always itching about someone else when he's the real blank. Julian says Cyrus starts quoting scriptures every time somebody talks to him. Yes, that's why I was like, I miss the old Cyrus. Listen, I have nothing against religion. I really don't. I just, after a while, it just starts to get kind of annoying. Now, Spikewood says Mason don't know Sonny. Might be surprised. You might actually be surprised. I don't think what I'm saying. Like Mason, I don't feel like Mason is going to be a pushover. Like maybe the Sonny fans think that he will. I'm a Sonny fan, but Perry says, who would Mason be paired with on Young and the Restless? Summer Newman. I was sitting there saying maybe Phyllis. Phyllis, yes. Summer? No, not Summer. Becky G says, now I do believe that Gladys is cray enough to make Cyrus give up his newfound religion. Jimmy says, Sally, now you forget Adam after you, grandma and sister felt sorry for him too. Blink by. This is why Victor will use you and toss you. Yeah, I did. I was thinking the same thing, Gemini. Like, oh, well, my gram and my sister forgave you, so I guess I could sit there and find some sort of compassion for you. Like, really? You want to say when Sonny said, find this guy, kill him, I thought he meant Nicholas. Yeah, no, I knew exactly what he meant. Quick says, or maybe Martin's third ex-wife, is the boss because she got money. Here's the thing, I've heard rumors about who the third ex-wife could be, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yes, or Tracy Adams. No, 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 no. I was at then say, but why? No, no, no. Tracy Adams, no. That's listen, Tracy could be Mason's grandmother. Jonas says, I relate to myself, but Bible verses are talking about peace is all that comes out of his. Yeah, that's like what I was thinking. I was like, I don't dislike religion. It's just, ugh. Is that I was gonna sit there and say that exactly what I was gonna sit there and say. Curry said Tracy is younger than Ashley. That's so weird, though. So weird. I don't know. Maybe it's something with the makeup then. Maybe it's something with the way that they're doing the makeup because it's like the two Christinas, Lexi and Kate. They're not that. Just says you're not religious. I would say things are more spiritual than religion. You know, like I'm not anti-religion. I'm just not. I'm not super religious, if that makes sense. Spikewick says Albert wants some babies for Tracy. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Spikewick, you know what? Nope, I'm not even gonna go there. I am not drunk, so I'm not gonna sit there and say that. Darby says even more than the good guys on the show. Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. Jimena says, nah, I really want Adam to leave Sally alone because she's an idiot. Adam offered her a job and she said no, but you'll take one from Victor. Yeah, that exactly. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. So yeah, same. Trey says, I as I've tried to keep Mason around or make him have an unknown twin, then he can hook up with Christina. Mason and a new Christina. You know? I can actually see that. I can actually see that. Yes, actually I do. On Nickelodeon, Jonathan. It's like Guts. I don't know if you might remember Guts. Well, you should remember Guts. Juan says, I'm a mystic. I can't prove religion is fact or fiction. Nathaniel says, damn, everyone wants me dead. Well, I don't want you dead. I actually tell you, I don't think anyone, well, I can't really speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure most people in the chat don't want you dead. Nathaniel says, not my fault. They write me down. Carrier says, that would be huge drama with Sonny Mason. Exactly. See, Jeff doesn't want you dead. Jillian says, okay, so yeah, you remember Guts. And of course, Legend of the Hidden Temple. That was also another show I liked too. Hmm. Yeah, it's funny, John. Maybe I don't like the game shows now. I used to, well, those like kids game shows. I used to love those when I was that age. Jillian says, I'm sure someone along the way knows another unknown twin is going to pop up. They really overdo the loss. They used to do that in the 90s. That's just a, yes, that was listen. That was one of my shows. I used to watch that show like there was no tomorrow. Kind of like the Adventures of Pete and Pete. That's right. That's right, Jonathan. I'm going completely old school. We might have to have Gaia kill Mason. Like I said, for me personally, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Curry says, I want Mason dead, but I want Mr. Gray to stay on the sofa. Johnson says, Hidden Temple was one of my favorite shows along with Nick Arcade. Yeah, I don't remember Nick Arcade. I remember Slime Time. And what other game shows did you have back then? That's actually really funny, Jonathan. I actually wanted to be on that show. I wanted to be on that show um, back then. Kelly says I never would have thought they would make Lulu and Francis, and that was crazy. Yeah, it was a good twist. And Dan says funny. I never met Sonny to the scene. He said my name like 20 times. Then we met outside. He was like, "So you're Mason." We had a great talk. Laughed at the fact Mason wants to kill him. I was like, I never said that. Hey, I was gonna sit there and say he seems like a chill person. Marie seems like a chill person. Kirby says, "Did Mason have you on the show yet?" Nathaniel. You mean like what? You mean like state of mind, or seems that way, Gemini? Seems that way. Definitely seems that way. That was my show. That was my show back then. Of course, Are You Afraid of the Dark was another show that I used to love back then. I know they did like a reboot of that show. Is that show even still on? Or did they cancel the reboot? Julian says most of the time when they do have a twin through line, there's almost always a good and evil twin. Julian says, what if Nicholas did run off with Avery? What would Sonny do? Nathaniel says, who is Christina? Oh, there was I think somebody was saying like it'll be interesting if you get paired up with Christina. Um, that's the actress named Kate Manson or Manson, whatever. It's one of Sonny's daughters. Well, actually, tell you the truth, it's one of Sonny's daughters. I actually had to think about that. Johnson says they mostly show the new version during Halloween. Oh, Manson. Okay. No, but I'm saying, John, if is it actually still on, or did they cancel it? Because I can never tell with those shows sometimes. Like Craig says, Albert, I got a good story. All right, lay it on me. Gemini says, oh wow, that's interesting. I thought all the soap stars knew each other. Johnson says, I think it will come back. I think they have the old episodes too on Paramount also. Because actually, I checked out Paramount today, which I haven't logged into my Paramount account in a hot minute. Which I am gonna watch the new Transformer movie on there. You also had Kablam. Yeah, I never actually got a chance to watch Kablam. Just Christina and Mason. No, no. Oh, it would be kind of interesting. I gotta go back and see what that show is about. Kirby says, "How I wish Betty was one of Sonny's daughters." Oof. Chris Kirby says, "Mr. Gray, I got a question for you. Is there another Ava and Betty scene coming up soon with different results?" Spike Quick says, "My story is Christina becomes pregnant carrying Molly's baby, and then Mason kidnaps her, which could potentially kill the baby." Hmm. Hmm. Pretty interesting. I'm not a huge fan of killing babies, whatever, like a miscarriage or whatever, but I can see that. Dan says on Buddy with Evan who plays Dex and Taviana, and Olivia also Cody. Okay, nice. Just says, what's Dex like? Okay, what's Dex like in what's Dex like Dex like in real life? Becky G says, now why y'all want to put Christina on Mason? That would be torture. She's way too whiny. Oh damn. John says, with how many children Sonny has, he might have another kid out there somewhere he doesn't know of. So many people are convinced that Dax is his son, but I don't think so. Barbie says Betty would just fix Josh Smart Mouth. That would be can't miss TV. Yeah, I wonder if they're actually going to do that. I doubt they're going to do that though. I doubt they're going to do that. Juan says I couldn't agree with Clarice more about Ava needs to pimp slap Nanny Betty. Dan says just Dexter's nice guy. Me and him share a love of Tom Cruise and martial arts. And I still got to see that in the movie. Okay. Very, very interesting. All right. As fun as this was, I think I'm going to sit there in the live stream here. Unfortunately, I do have to wake up early in the damn morning. But I do want to thank everyone for joining. I want to thank Nathaniel Gray, aka Mr. Inconvenience. I want to thank everyone for joining. This was actually a lot of fun. I really do appreciate everyone coming through, having a great time. And yes, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night, Nathaniel. Have a good night, Juan. Have a good night, Spiderquake. Darby said, thank you, Albert, for throwing cold water on my. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Jillian. Have a good night, Juan. Have a good night, Jesse Jess. Have a good night. Jess said, by the way, you're still a boomer. Oh, thank you, Jess. Jess knows how to leave me speechless. I tell you that much. Um, have a good night, Valerie. Becky, good to see you again. Thank you for the great company and conversation. I hope you all have a great rest of your night and evenings. Thank you, Becky. You as well. That's right. Jess always knows how to leave me speechless. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, Jillian, Darby, Black Ron. I'm missing so many people. Anyway, you know who you are. We're going to sit there and do it again tomorrow. We have a lot of fun. Darby said, tell Jess she's an ex-woman. I can't sit there and be mean. I can't be mean to Jess. Let me read this. Perry says, good night, Jess. Oh, good night, Jonathan. I don't know what you're going to say. Perry says, good night, Jess. Good night, Darby. Good night, Becky D. Good night, Spiderquake. And good night, everyone else. Oh, Gen X. Jess said, LOL, I'm not a Gen X. Jillian says, I'm such an introvert when I talk to people on social media and chats like this. I'm not shy. It's actually really good to have you in the chat. Seriously. And again, congratulate Trigena on her baby. So, Julian says I'm such an introvert when I talk to people in the chats like these. I'm not shy at all. But that's awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you feel like that. Being here. Ruby says Robert has just on the brain. Normally is Nina. Okay, well, well, with that being said, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will talk to y'all in the next video / live stream. Haters.